Introducing your three judges scoring this contest ringside: John McKay, Tony Paolillo, and John Potere. Your referee for this contest, Mr. Steve Willis. And now, ladies and gentlemen, 10 rounds of boxing scheduled for the vacant WBC Continental America's middleweight title. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, he wears black with orange. He weighed in at 158.6 pounds. His professional record: 32 victories against 5 defeats. He has 24 wins coming by way of knockout. From New York, New York, the former world title challenger, El Chico Malo, Geovanni Lorenzo. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. He wears black with red. He weighed in at a ready 159.2 pounds. His professional record, an excellent one. 25 victories, only 1 defeat. He has 22 wins coming by way of knockout. From the beautiful borough of Brooklyn, New York, the Miracle Man, Danny Jacobs.
So the pro Jacobs crowd waits for that ring to get a little smaller, and they'll get brought into the middle and hear final words.
Okay, gentlemen, both received instruction in the dressing room. Obey the commands, protect yourselves at all times. Right now, the belt line right here, everything on here is low. Everything here is low, all right? Tap it up, let's go to work. Tap it up, tap it up.
Danny Jacobs not buying into the stare down there. That's when you've been fighting cancer. What's a stare down in a ring? You smiled at it.
Absolutely. I mean, this is an incredible story. But I'm looking for a great fight because, you know, Lorenzo didn't come in and lay down. He's coming in and tried to do what one person only did, and that is take him out.
And Lorenzo 32-5, and the champions that beat him: Sebastian Sylvester, Felix Sturm, Hassan Endam, Marquez. Also lost to Sam Solomon. That's a good group. Now, Paulie, what does a guy have to do to just get over the top in those fights?
Well, here's the thing. A lot of them were in those guys' home countries. So, again, you don't know how those fights really went. For example, the Sebastian Sylvester fight was for the IBF middleweight title, a world title, and it was a split decision in Germany. You know, Sylvester was the German fighter. You know, so a lot of, a lot of the way Geovanni Lorenzo's career has played out has been a little bit of bad luck as well. He's had to take these big fights, not just in guys' hometowns, but guys' home countries, where it's always tough to win. And he's a live guy, aside from those fights. You know, he's won every fight he was supposed to. Came up a little short in those fights. Big right hand by Danny Jacobs.
Danny Jacobs throwing the right hand over the low left hand of Geovanni Lorenzo.
Lorenzo took it well.
And one thing I see Danny is doing off from right early. He's giving him a little bit of movement. He's not running. He's not using any energy. He's just stepping to the left and to the right and not being a stationary target for Lorenzo.
Danny Jacobs, a pro since 2007. He was a 2006 U.S. amateur champion. So that boxing background is there.
Both guys have that pedigree. You know, Lorenzo's a little older, but he was a great amateur as well. Jacobs, obviously, with a great story and a great amateur pedigree. You know, I gotta say, Danny Jacobs looks to me in the best shape of his career. I've never seen him look this good as far as being in physical condition. Body-wise, he looks like he made the weight great, and he looks sharp early on.
His focus is just, you know, when you get a second chance like he has, I've gotten. I mean, his focus seems to be, I'm taking it, I'm going for it, I got a second chance. I'm going to do what I have to do in the gym and also in this fight to try to go ahead and establish myself as a major player in the middleweight division.
Make every minute of your life count.
Well, you have
He's been able to do. You don't know what's ahead, so you maximize now. And he's been a real inspiration. Double jab here. For people that have to fight against this and the intimidation that all brings, the fear that all brings, now you see a star here fighting back.
But Lorenzo has his also, he has his own dreams, and, you know, talking to him, he has, you know, that demeanor, and he has that confidence. He believes he can come here in New York and beat Danny Jacobs. And that's what I got from him in my conversation. And he's coming here to try to win. He's been in, like Paulie mentioned earlier, which is correct, he's been in it with quality and world champions. So he has the experience of that type of atmosphere.
Always in their countries. This time, he's not even leaving the country. He's just got to go to the home city.
So Jacobs and Lorenzo come to the end of round one. Danny Jacobs and Geovanni Lorenzo. Nice middleweight matchup.
We know who the world champions are in the middleweight division. This is a look at what's coming up, right behind the heels of the middleweight champions that exist today.
And it's almost like an audition for Danny Jacobs in that the way he handles Geovanni Lorenzo, who's a guy who's been in big middleweight title fights but just come up a little short. So the way he handles him will go a long way in telling us if Danny belongs in with the major world champions now, you know? The only guys that have beaten Geovanni Lorenzo are of that ilk, are of that quality. So if Danny Jacobs can add his name to that list, it'll show us, and it'll go a long way in showing the world that he belongs among those middleweight champions as well.
Gennady Golovkin and a few guys like that that's out there. Peter Quillen.
New champion Darren Barker who's won over the weekend.
I'm starting to see Danny use his jab a little more, which Lorenzo is not doing. And if Danny continued to throw more than, just one jab and touch him and set up other punches after that, I like to see the reaction of Lorenzo as the rounds go on.
Absolutely, and it's keeping Lorenzo off balance, it's keeping Lorenzo's rhythm from getting any momentum. Lorenzo giving a lot of jittery stuff, but no jab.
Just missing over the top with the right hand with Geovanni Lorenzo as he tried to lure Danny Jacobs into him, try to set a little bit of a trap. Both guys, the schooling, you see the jab, they jab at the same time, need be. Play off each other, try to cut off the ring, and both like the balance they have, even after they miss a shot, how they're in position to defend themselves and also to take the next chance.
Lorenzo just hit Jacob with a good right hand after the jab, which is, there for both guys. Both guys have an opportunity to get those punches off. It's just who's going to get there first, Paulie.
Absolutely. And you can't get reckless. Both guys are quality enough to where if the other one gets reckless, they will pay with some sharp counter punching.
There's a jab getting in here by Danny Jacobs, jabbing and moving.
One thing Lorenzo has to do, though, he's got to start cutting the ring off. Danny has had his way as far as circling the ring the way he wants to.
We'll have a little bit more time to talk about that the next round with Bernard, because you're a master of that. You've walked through some stories on it. When we have a little bit more time the next round, we'd like to get to that with you, Bernard.
Well, Lorenzo right now is putting more rough stuff on that Danny. And Danny didn't like that. Danny reacted, sort of not complaining, but he sort of didn't like the way Lorenzo was throwing certain things to him. And you know what? That's to Lorenzo's credit to get Danny to react that way.
Yep, the veteran. Still a little about that.
Jacobs and Lorenzo counting it down here at the end of round two. And here we go, Danny Jacobs against Geovanni Lorenzo. Guys with real good records and a good pedigree. We're here at the Best Buy Theater in New York as a warning for Lorenzo.
Lorenzo shaking his head like Danny's a crybaby, but he knows what he's doing. He's trying to get in Danny's head.
And Lorenzo also know that this is something that, he don't mind, because he seemed to be taking the play. And it didn't seem like a hard punch that Danny got hit with. But you know what I like to see Danny Jacobs do? This is the part of that growth of development. Take that left jab. When Lorenzo has his hands down, jab at his chest, jab at his body, touch something, touch his shoulders. Get the feel of the guy and stop reaching for the head with the jab. If it ain't touching the jab or the head, let the jab touch the body. He just did it with the body shot, with the left jab. That stops everything, and then he can get off other punches.
And then tries to send a message there, and then goes in to try and say no harm intended, and we resume. Dave Bontempo, Paulie Malignaggi, and Bernard Hopkins with you here in New York as Lorenzo lands a good, stiff, solid jab.
But I like what Danny did about a few seconds ago. He pushed Lorenzo back hard into the ropes, kind of let him know, hey, listen, you're not going to get rough with me.
As you take a look, tonight's CompuBox stats are DraftFantasy.com. Play weekly draft-style fantasy boxing games for cash. Third round here. Go ahead.
Danny has a mouse. If you see it, once he turns around towards us, he has a mouse on the left side, maybe a cut. And he knows he's cut, so he's trying to right now take advantage of the opportunity to try to get cut.
He's got to be careful. He's got to be careful.
So the dice was rolled. They both threw the dice. And Danny Jacobs comes out with all the money. A huge hook as he opens up. And what a moment for Danny Jacobs. They were mixing it up, and he went for broke.
So you made me eat my words. I was worried about him with the training that way, you know, both guys throwing punches, not knowing where they're coming from. But Danny was the one who had the shorter shots, and he landed a beautiful shot that just took the consciousness from Geovanni Lorenzo.
I don't know, Paulie, was that either a headbutt, where they're going to show maybe the replay later, or was it a right hand? But I'm telling you, when Danny realized he was cut, he went into another mindset, and that's the way you do it.
You don't want the referees, the judges, to decide it for you. It was so early that it just would have ended up being a no contest.
Great point.
Had the fight been stopped at that point.
A lot of times what happens, you see the other guy's blood and it wakes you up. But Danny saw his own blood.
We're going to take a look and see how it all unfolded at the end of this fight.
Traps Lorenzo on the rope. Great shot.
Great shot. And listen, Danny threw a good left hand and then the right hand.
But right before that set of punches, he made a move that put him in position to be able to throw those shots at Lorenzo without being watch it. No, there, right underneath. See that little step aside he did? He went underneath the hook and kind of stepped over and was able to throw the rest of the combination. There it is. Right, he's gonna step around.
He didn't stay in front of Lorenzo. He stepped around and got the angle and threw the left and the right hand, which caught Lorenzo right on the button.
Exactly. X and House, you would know once you step around, your punches can land, the other guys can't land. So he was in a non-risk situation.
Slow this down and see after the nice movement by Danny Jacobs how he is able to finish the job here.